Que lo que. OGV episode 22. We have a great show planned for us today. We'll do our weekly recap, basically telling us how the last week was, what we did, any special activities. We have our boy, my boy, the pride of Mexico, baby, the homeland.
Yep.
Honest Abe Ancer pulling out his first dub on tour. Very impressive. He deserves it. He was knocking on the door the whole time this past couple of years or so. So great for Ancer. We'll talk a little bit about that. Some meltdowns that happen as well in the tournament. What tournament was it? That's so
the
bad.
the WGC St.
WGC St. Jude FedEx. Gotcha. Thank you very much. TPC
Yep.
Southwind. Shout out TPC. We have a new Warriors nickname that could stick, could not stick. We don't know yet. We'll go over that. And then a little bit of discussion about pitchers. Pitchers are a unique breed. Cody Bellinger did an interview on Starting Nine that was very interesting, talking about Scherzer. So we want to talk a little bit about pitchers and just how weird they are. But first, Lex, you want to give us a little intro to our sponsor?
Sure. Yep. Golf Course Degenerates. I wear the hat every time. Love the hat. Love the stuff that they got. I saw they got a new hat with one of the cool ones, the golf ones with the little rope on top. But yeah, they got a great content page. Their Instagram is Golf Course Degenerates. They also make great stuff, so check them out. Our other sponsor, you want me to go over that one, or do you want to handle it?
Go for it.
All
You're
right,
hot right now.
All right, I'm hot. Other sponsor, as of last week, the Nashville Stars. We got a koozie from our boy Connor Lore, who will be on the show later today. We also both got golf towels. I'm the only one that got a koozie, so it's pretty special. But they're doing great stuff over there. They're shooting to have an expansion team in Nashville within the next, well, I can't give you an estimate, but in the near future.
Yeah, it's awesome. Shout out to our boy Lore. We are going to have a finale of this show, the likes which we have never seen. It is the first ever Jason draft. And let me tell you, it was electric. The sparks were flying. It was awesome. Super fun. Glad Lore came on. All right, let's get started.
Let's do it.
Weekly recap. I just wanted to let you know that I played one of the nicest courses I've ever seen. It was very hard. It was way out in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, but it was beautiful. It is called Quintero Golf Club. I don't even know what city it's in. I think maybe technically it's in Peoria, Arizona.
Okay.
But it's gorgeous. It is way out there, but each hole is pretty unique except for the par threes. The par threes are all like elevated. It's pretty much all the same hole, but I love me a good elevated par three.
Love
so
it.
I'm never going to complain about that. A lot of dog legs, very narrow. There was like 3 wide ass fairways, and that's about it. Other than that, it's dog legs and hill shots. Very scenic. You got some great views up there. I can't say enough about Quintero Golf Club. The only minor qualm that I have, a lot of flies, and the way that it's built is, if it's like this golf sanctuary, very quiet. There's like condos on the property that I think are just specifically for people that want to golf there. So they'll, take a golf trip, whatever that might be, to Arizona, and then they just stay there. But it's also out in the middle of nowhere, so you can pretty much only play there. And at the golf shop, you have to drive, no joke, like a mile with your golf cart just to go to the practice facility and the first tee.
Dude, that's honestly one of my biggest pet peeves when you get to a course, whether it's like nice or bad, and you have to drive or haul your bag up hella far away from the course just to get to the practice facility. Like, I get it. Like, there's no more space for a driving range, but I mean, there was one time I played a course and just didn't even warm up because like, yeah, you're going to have to walk your bag up that big hill and hit balls. I'm like, yeah, I'll warm up on the first hole.
Yeah, like it's beautiful. It's rated as one of the best courses in Arizona.
That's awesome.
But it just feels like they just stopped building whatever they were building. They could probably have 2 golf courses on there. They could also probably have some places to put in there to get amongst it. Um, where, you want people to stay on property, but you're out in the middle of nowhere. So you can't really do that, but you
You gotta
gotta.
make it a resort or something.
Exactly. Exactly. I felt like they just kind of just stopped building. Maybe they ran out of money. I don't know. But it's a beautiful course. Would recommend it. Would love to go back there, and highly recommend Quintero Golf Club.
Let's briefly talk about your play. You texted me mid round yesterday that you were at 26 through 4. And
Yep.
for anyone that doesn't know, you probably expect to be around like 15, 16, 17, maybe 18, but you're probably 10 over par through 4 holes at this point.
Yeah.
What was going on and how did you turn that around?
Well, I had one White Claw after the 4th hole. So,
Oh, yep.
yep. So that kind of helped me relax a little bit. That little head rush for the White Claw. But yeah, it was such an atrocious, embarrassing start. The players that I was playing with too were really good. We were playing from the tip, so it's 7,100 yards
Whew.
on a really difficult course. And yeah, 26 through 4 holes, I went like double or triple, double, triple, double, or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe had a bogey mixed in there. Somehow, I don't know what happened, and this is why golf is such a stupid game, but I just love it so much. It's such a toxic relationship that I just love to be in. Somehow turned it around and played the best golf of my life for a span of like 8 holes. I just went par, 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 birdie, bogey, par, par. Like it was unbelievable. I don't even know what happened. And then I got to 1 hole in the back 9 where I just kind of came back down to earth, piped a drive, and then completely chunked the second shot about 14, 15 yards.
Yep.
And then that's when I went back to, bogey golf, maybe a par here, double bogey, very roller coaster-esque. But yeah, if I were to say point to one thing that helped me turn it around, definitely the White Claw and just kind of warming up. I don't know.
I mean, if you told me, hey, you're gonna go play a nice golf course and from 7,100 yards and you're gonna shoot 90, 91, 92, I'd be like, yeah, I'll take that on my first time playing a course. But the fact that were at 26, you're over a quarter of the way there through 4 holes. I guess that's wrong. Almost like a third of the way there. Anyway,
It was
I mean,
terrible.
I think that's pretty good. I think the fact that you scored 92 means the rest of your round, those following 14 holes are pretty damn good. So just a testament to you to turn it around. You seem to do that. You don't let those bad holes phase you.
Yeah, the people that I played with, once again, really good. They all shot in the 70s.
Jesus.
They think I'm a really good putter because I don't know what happened. I was knocking down like 10-foot putts. I knocked down like 4 10-foot putts yesterday.
That's huge.
That I have no idea how that happened. So I guess they think I'm a putter now.
I'll briefly talk about my round yesterday, super quick, and I'm going to tie it into some talk about the tournament. Does that work?
Perfect.
Okay. Apple Mountain, probably my favorite course in the Sacramento region. It's up in Placerville, so it's about an hour away from downtown Sacramento. It's just up in the woods. They basically put a golf course where there shouldn't be a golf course. Super beautiful. It's probably, like I said, it's my favorite, but I just went out there by myself. No one's out there. Got a golf cart and finished the course in 2 hours and 50 minutes. Just played, when I hit a shot and wanted to try it again, I'd hit a couple other shots, but I'd always just, play that one ball that I started with. And had a great day, shot an 81. And I think that had to do, had a good day, but just with tempo, like that's my thing. If I can just walk up and hit the ball and just keep on doing that for 18 holes, I'm going to have a pretty good day. Nothing like bugs me more than when you're on a roll and then you just get stuck behind a couple like really slow groups and then you start thinking and you're not focused and stuff like that. But yeah, I had a really nice time out in the woods by myself for a few hours.
Just to briefly chime in here, that's the Continental Golf Course special. For those that don't know, Continental Golf Course is like this little muni course that I live pretty close to, not just pretty close to, very close to, in Scottsdale. Some of the worst pace of play you'll ever see. I've literally never played well there. And I mean, it's a fine course, whatever. It's a little muni course. Cool to play if they had good pace of play. But I've literally never played well there because there's always just a backup of 4 groups.
I was thinking about this on my drive home. So it's an hour out, an hour back, but I played in 3 hours. So it took the same total time as if I were to go play at a course that's, 10 minutes or 15 minutes away. I'm like, this is just so much more enjoyable to go out here and play by myself on this beautiful course and, the middle of nowhere. But kind of tying that into, the Harris English and the DeChambeau meltdowns
Mm-hmm.
of the St. Jude's Classic. Harris English said, he's been crushing it all week, and then they warn him and they tell them that him and DeChambeau, of course, why am I not surprised DeChambeau's involved in this? They need to pick up the pace on the back nine. And what do they both do? They both shit the bed. I don't know how much you watch of it, but can you elaborate on their meltdowns at all?
Yeah, with Harry E, it was the par three, both par threes for him. Bryson just had the one triple. I mean, I think he might have, he certainly didn't do anything to get back into it, but I think he just had the one big
He
meltdown
still
hole.
shot a 41, I think, though. Like, I feel like you'd be able to, like, even with a triple, you should be able to, like, mitigate for that a little bit. But
Well,
I
he
mean,
didn't have any birdies. That was
yeah.
his issue.
Okay.
Like those guys, like normally the pros, I've said this before, Middlecoff made a great point. Those guys will make bogeys, but then they'll also just rattle off like 4 or 5 birdies in a round.
Yeah.
So Harry English went water on one par three, then water on another par three. Both of them just not even close. And then DeChambeau water on a par three. He ended up triple bogeying. Just your classic back nine, Bryson.
Yeah.
A lot of people are kind of like starting to feel bad for him because he is actually hearing it from the fans. The fans
Oh, yeah.
are in his head 1,000,000%, whether I'm sure he's never going to say that, but they absolutely are in his head. I wonder if it's, maybe gone too far. He does bring a lot of it on himself. I've said it before. I don't think Bryson is a bad guy by any means. Maybe he is. I could be wrong on judgment there. I just think he's an introvert that is thrown into this extroverted world and he's just trying to master PR, but he's too socially awkward to do that.
Yeah. Well, I'll get back to that in a second, but DeChambeau and English were 20 under and 18 under. Am I right? 1 and 2. They're the last group.
Yeah.
And basically they went 3-4. So that's like kind of shocking, especially for how low the course was going. Congrats to Ancer. Great win. But yeah, I read a whole article about DeChambeau today where at least this one reporter was just frustrated that Bryson just like can't be like, he won't give an honest answer. Like it's okay to be like, yeah, I'm like, I'm the one that's not hitting the driver well, or, yeah, I had a back nine, like something's wrong. I need to figure it out. He just always has like kind of some goofy, like excuse. Like he just doesn't, like you said, he doesn't know what to say, but it's like, if, maybe I think if he was just a little more honest, like, yeah, this chirping is like, it's a lot. I think people would respect that more than him just like egging it on over and over again. So I don't know. I kind of agree.
But yeah, the more he talks, the more he's digging himself, like giving people more fuel to,
Right.
and the more he's not honest and genuine about it. Like once again, he won a tournament and just instead of he just immediately, I get you have to thank your sponsors, but like to just go right to that, that's just kind of weird. It's not relatable by any means. If he was, that would be relatable if he's like, look, guys, can you guys just cut the shit one time? This is actually annoying me. And like, this is my job. Like, I think people would kind of respect that.
Yeah. I think if he
Like
said that and
standing
then
up to bullies.
just quit talking about it, just stop saying anything about it, it would slowly fade away. And I don't know. For me, it all kind of started when he called Augusta par 67. Just like, Tiger Woods isn't calling Augusta par 67. Just starts with like stuff like that, where they're just like these, you're trying to like be competitive or say something that makes you look good, but it just kind of all like, it just, none of it quite works. So I don't know. He's just having meltdown after meltdown. He cannot seem to finish a round, even if he plays really well, like he did for the first, 3 rounds of this tournament. So
Yeah, completely agree. Ancer, I could definitely see Ancer winning a major at some point. That's not just because he's my favorite golfer. That's well documented. Love Abe Ancer. He's just one of the best iron players in the world, flat out, whether it be long irons. He could hit, the short irons, wedges very, very well. He can get hot with the putter. Obviously, it depends on him off the tee. That's kind of what we say about Spieth. If he's good off the tee, but Ancer is so consistent with his irons, man. I could see him winning a Masters just because that's the type of course Augusta is, where it's those approach shots, it's kind of maneuvering around a course. Could also see him winning a U.S. Open because that's, once again, those are those difficult approach iron shots in that you have to be precise with. So I could see Ancer really making some noise coming up. I mean, he's 30 years old, so he's in his prime right now, and he's only getting better.
And you called it. I mean, you've been on, you've been on it on top of the Ancer this whole time. He's been your guy. He kind of came on my radar around this time last year, towards the end of the FedEx Cup or whatever was going on in the golf world. And you just kept saying it, that he's your guy. They kept talking about his irons, and all of a sudden he's making a splash a year later. So, I mean, I agree with you. After you've been on top, or you've been watching him for this past year, I feel like he's only going to keep progressing.
Yeah, he was in the final group, not last Masters, but the one that DJ won. He was in that final grouping with DJ.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So he's played well in majors. He's played well a lot. Like, he's just been very, very consistent. There are some guys, that we like Cam Champ. He's got 3 wins on tour, but he's also going to shoot like an 82. I don't think you see a lot of that from Ancer. Just steady Eddie, and really, really happy for him. Flecha Azul Tequila. Hopefully we get some of that at some point, and we can give him a shout out on the show. Well, I'm giving him a shout out now.
That'd be epic.
Yeah. We got anything else?
Nope. I think that's it on the golf front. You ready to move on?
Okay. Yep. Warriors Summer League. They have 2 guys in the lottery, Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody, that both look like studs. I know it's Summer League. It's not hard to tell when someone is really good. And maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm kind of seeing that from a shallow sense of view. I just kind of view it like it's really not hard to see someone that stands out on a field, on a court. I don't know, in the ring. It's not hard to see who's really good. And Kuminga is very good. He's got a nickname that Warriors Twitter has anointed him Cum Bucket.
The Cum Bucket, baby.
He is the Cum Bucket. There was one guy I saw, he already has changed his Twitter name to Cum Bucket Stan account. I feel like people are pretty divided on this. I saw some of the traditional Bay Area journalists, that work for 95.7 and KMBR. They're not on board with Cum Bucket.
No.
Where are you with Cum Bucket? And do you see the Cum Bucket sticking?
That's pun intended. Anyway. There's two things that can happen here. You can just probably ignore it and it'll go away, but you could also embrace it and be the Cum Bucket. And I think if you roll with the Cum Bucket and you're a guy that gets buckets, like, people are going to love that. Like, that's going to be epic. Like, it's a little embarrassing, like a little bit jokey of a nickname, but if I was the Cum Bucket and I was just raining threes, dude, I'd embrace that. That's fine.
Dude, I'm talking Cum Bucket merch, Cum Bucket everything. Like, I am fully embracing Cum Bucket.
Right. And it works because, I mean, if you're a SpongeBob fan, it's also like the Chum Bucket. So there's that too, You
could tie that into the merch. Just
right.
Instead
dude,
of
I would
Chum Bucket, just have the Cum Bucket with a basketball going into Plankton's.
I mean, at every stand, you got the Cum Bucket, which is just your standard fries and chicken tenders in a little Chum Bucket that just says Cum Bucket. Like,
right.
Who wouldn't want
so
to
you don't even like, you can go 2 ways with it. You could either do a shooting sperm that's like a basketball.
Right.
So that could be that type of Cum Bucket. Or if you want to get your mind out of the gutter, you just do the Chum Bucket.
Right. And who doesn't want to eat out of a Cum Bucket?
Right.
And there's 2 ways I can go, and then there's 2 steps. There's the Twitter sphere where anything plays. Like, this could be popular in Twitter, but does it make it out of the Twitter sphere into the 95.7, to the KMBR 680, to the the Warriors announcer, I know it's not Jim Barnett, but Bob Fitzgerald, is he calling him the cum bucket? The cum bucket makes another one. That's a little bit, it's a little far fetched, but I sure hope it does.
Yeah, I mean, if Kuminga doesn't want cum bucket, if he doesn't want to be called this, you can't just keep calling someone that, especially if he's your first pick. He's destined to eventually be a
I love
franchise player for
I
you.
love that it's Warriors fans that have created this nickname too. It's not like other teams, like his own
Right.
team, like has anointed him the cum bucket.
Well, he's playing well, so that's a big thing. I love nicknames. Cum bucket is it has the chance to be legendary if it's just embraced.
If this catches on, do you see yourself getting a cum bucket jersey?
Duh.
Now,
You
are
can't.
you are you bold enough to get a cum bucket jersey before it really catches on? Just right now.
See, I don't think I do that because I got to see what he thinks. Like, I want him to be a Warrior for life. I want the cum bucket to be part of the Warriors for life.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't like it and he's like, yeah, I'm just going to leave. What if you just requested a trade tomorrow?
Can't handle the fans calling him the
Can't
cum
handle
bucket.
cum bucket.
That'd be really bad for the Warriors, actually.
Yeah. So we'll see how this shakes out. This is kind of a story to keep an eye on, his nickname.
For sure.
I'm waiting I hope a reporter asks him about it.
I mean, that's good. That's a step into the phase 2 mainstream world. If a reporter asks, I hope they do too.
Yeah. For those that are just calling, let's ask Kuminga what he thinks of the nickname before you guys get all on your moral high horse here, trying to eradicate that nickname.
Dude, it's 2021. The cum bucket, he might be fine with the cum bucket.
I would love to be called the cum bucket if I had Kuminga in my name. Like honestly, it's a genius nickname.
Right. You wouldn't want to just be like a normal person and just your nickname be the cum bucket.
Right. It has to tie in somehow to your name. You can't just be called cum bucket.
Right.
With a C.
Yeah, that's no good.
Anything else?
No, I think we hit everything that we needed to about the cum bucket.
Okay. Last thing, how long are we at here?
We've been on for about 20 minutes.
20 minutes. All right. Well, we'll quickly just hit on this. I'm going to let you take the reins on this one, and then you can take it wherever you want. So pitchers the day that they pitch, even though I'm the pitcher.
So starting 9, shout out starting 9. They had a good interview with Cody Bellinger. They were talking to him about, Max Scherzer coming over to the team from the Washington Nationals. And, they were talking to Cody Bellinger, and he's like, yeah, I don't know like what to do on his start days. Do I just like avoid him? Do I say hi? Like, do I treat it like normal? And I just think that's hilarious because you pretty much have two polar opposite players. You have Max Scherzer, who's like the guy that looks like he's foaming at the mouth when he's pitching. And then you have Cody Bellinger, who just looks like he's high. in his own like world out there. And like, that's the guy, like those two guys are the guys that we're talking about. So I actually don't know what the correct answer is for that particular situation, but I wanted to ask you as a pitcher. I never really thought about this. I'm sure I just treated you as I would any other day when you were starting, but did you treat your start, your pregame routine on your start days any differently than any of the other days?
See, I always wonder this with big leaguers because when I was going through puberty, so high school, very, very emo, just, I don't know what if it was my hormones, whatever. Very, very emo on start days. You could ask Blake and Gorg about that. Took it very seriously, took it almost too seriously. Whereas just I tried to get way too hyped up and focus and would take a bunch of Advil, couldn't feel my arm. So I was going through like big time adjustment period there. Then once I got to college, I would be definitely more focused, but I would just be very relaxed. Like I was just more actually mellow than I would be on a non-start day. Non-pitching days, completely different human. Right. Obviously would take my work seriously, get that shit done, get in the weight room, do whatever I needed to do. All I was focused on when I wasn't pitching on days and like after I'd gotten all my stuff done was just keeping everyone loose, just being outgoing, whatever. The only thing I focus on was not missing a pitch. My favorite coach ever used to tell me, I don't give a fuck what you do in the dugout, just don't miss a pitch. So I tried to take that with me every time. I was a mega slapdick, would untuck shirts, would untie shoes just to, keep the flow of the game. I would also give pointer or two here or there if I saw something.
Yeah.
But then the days that I pitched, I was just more like mellowed out. And then obviously when I'd come in the dugout, I'm not, I'm just sitting down, not really talk to the catcher after an inning or the pitching coach after an inning. But I guess I was just more mellow as opposed to high school when I was very uptight. And I see that more so in pro ball where guys are just kind of more mellowed out when they start games, and they're not talking as much. So they are focused, but they're not like this fucking macho man, don't talk to me or I'm going to fucking bitch slap you type mood.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like a coming of age thing, like if you just start to learn that as you get older, or if it's just kind of the era that we played in when we were in high school, like growing up. Like I remember like, high school and then early college, putting on my headphones or putting on my earbuds and, listening to some like, whatever stuff that's just like trying to motivate me, where towards the end I was just trying to like make it like any other normal day. And I don't know if that's like how it was and I just didn't realize it, or if, pitchers were and players were always just more mellow. But I think that's the way you have to be over 162 games. Like you can't be like that fiery guy the entire season, even if you're a starter, because you're still going to start 40 games if you're healthy, maybe more. But then there's the extremes too. Like if you remember like John Schmaltz and that those guys would bring their clubs every single location they went, and they're playing a full 18, not giving a shit about what, just showing up to the park at the time they have to be there and just watching the game. But on their start days, I'm sure they were more locked in. So yeah, it's interesting. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I've seen I've seen it all. I've seen some guys be dicks on their start days. I've been a dick on my start day. But I just think that being mellow and going about it like it's any other game is the way to go.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're trying to actually like regulate, if you want to go deeper into it, you're trying to regulate your heart rate, you're trying to regulate, your emotions, your thinking. And so like getting yourself hype up for a game, like maybe, I don't know if you're a closer, if you play a sport where you're going in for like spurts and stuff like that, that makes sense. But for, a long game, you don't want to like
Blow your load.
blow your load, gas yourselves out, hype yourself up, or, take so much Advil you can't feel your arm, or, so hyped up you can't even focus on what you're doing, or you can't, remember signs and shit like that. I don't know. Something I've kind of thought about as I've gotten older, which I implemented more as a player, because I certainly was, at times that guy, or too focused, or too like worried about what was going on.
Right. And I think you become more comfortable like with your routine. Like when I'm in high school, like I'm still figuring out what works best for me. So I'm uptight in that sense of like, I still am trying to figure out my own routine. So technically I don't really have like this set routine. So if something else throws me off, then that makes me even more uptight. By the time I was in pro ball, it's like I pretty much knew, all right, like start stretching about 40 minutes before, give myself a little break. I always wanted, 5 minutes after my pregame bullpen just to kind of settle down, drink some water, and rest a little bit before I went back out there. So that was like I was more just at peace with the routine, whereas and I think you see that in the big leagues, guys that are just kind of chill on their start days rather than uptight because they're so programmed with their routine. It's just like clockwork for them.
Yeah, I was so that would whatever. But I just saw that and it piqued my interest. I was kind of curious as to what you had to say. I'd be curious as to what Max Scherzer has to say, because he sure seems like a guy that's like locked in and fiery, but maybe he's just a guy that's just quiet but doesn't want people to talk to him. I'm curious to see if there are guys out there that just like treat it like a normal day, like they're down to talk to their players and teammates and stuff like that. But I mean, I can't really see like Jacob deGrom just like buddying up with guys on the bench before the game. Like I can't see that, but maybe there's guys out there like that.
Yeah, I also liked when catchers on mound visits, they would just ask me what we were doing tonight or what I was having for dinner, just get my mind off the game.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Yeah,
get to the Jason draft.
sounds good.
Jason draft. Hope you guys enjoy. Follow us on Instagram, OGV_golf at Orazo3, and follow me on Twitter at Orazo.
Yep. Catch us anywhere where you get your podcasts, Apple, Spotify. There's probably more platforms that I don't know about. If you want to listen to us and not watch us, my own Instagram is at Alex E. Aguirre if you want to see some personal content, but really looking forward to this Jason draft with our boy Connor Lore.
It's electric. Thanks for tuning in, and like and subscribe. The time has come. The time has actually come. We didn't even talk about this on the last vlog. This was just kind of an idea thrown at us.
I take credit for this idea, by the way.
No.
Whose idea was it? It was definitely Lore's.
No, in the group,
1,000% my idea. This is my baby.
No, in the group chat, the Sacktown group chat, we were like, what's the theme of the part? Like, what is there? Someone said, is there a theme? And I said, everyone has to dress as a Jason. There's no way you didn't take that idea from that.
No, this was my idea. I made
This
an
was
Instagram
definitely
story
Lore's.
months ago.
What? Is that true?
Facts.
All right.
Has anyone ever done a Jason draft before? Are we the first to do it? Have you ever seen any
I
show
think there's been
do
a Joe
Jason
draft maybe once or twice.
Question, is there a better draft with a different name than Jason?
Trevor.
Definitely not Trevor.
I think there's not that many cool Trevors. John's,
John, Ryan,
Ricky,
Joe.
Ricky, a lot of good Rickies out there. Ricky Williams.
Richard.
Oh yeah, the Dick draft.
Oh my God, Richards and Dicks.
All right. Anyway, the Jason draft. It's time. We have brought in a special guest to participate in the Jason draft. He is currently working for the Nashville Stars. He sent us some cool gear. Sent Lex a koozie. Didn't send me a koozie.
Dang.
But it's Connor Lore, college teammate, legend of the game. Connor, before we get into the Jason draft, why don't you give us like a brief summary of what you're doing with the Nashville Stars?
Hey guys, long-time listener, first-time guest. Just want to say thanks for having. I've always wanted to say that. Thanks for having me on. So yeah, Nashville Stars. We're trying to bring Major League Baseball to Nashville. I am recently joined the group, and we're going to be presenting end of next year for the expansion rights. So follow us on all socials at Nashville Stars Baseball, and help us get this thing moving.
Do you want to plug your social?
You can, you can follow me on Instagram at ConnorLore_33.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get you some followers for
Can I just ask a quick, serious question about that?
The Instagram?
No, about the Nashville Stars, not your Instagram. Are we talking an expansion team, or are we talking a team moving, or either?
We are presenting for expansion rights because expansion rights would allow us to continue to build our brand, which is the Nashville Stars, but we are open to relocation.
And at that point, the team would not be the Nashville Stars. They'd be likely whatever team that they
likely
are.
But I mean, you never know. Like they could keep the same name, or it could be, just for an example, like when the Houston Oilers moved to Tennessee, became a Tennessee Titans. So they could change to us. I mean, I don't really know. That's not really my decision, but who knows?
Cool.
That's interesting. And you gave us this idea, not Lex, for the Jason draft. How long have you been studying Jasons, and how does this kind of tie into your line of work?
This is actually my fourth year studying Jasons. I'm in an accelerated MJD medical Jason doctorate program. So
interesting.
I'm pretty knowledgeable on the subject, and this ties in is obviously we want to draft the best Jason for the Nashville Stars, whether it be the GM or the coach. So
yeah, we'll see. We'll see about your Jason knowledge. We'll see who has the best five.
All right, draft order. It is my show. I'll have 1-1. So my scouts have been honestly just not sleeping, just grinding, coffee every day, just getting our big board together of all of our Jasons. It's set. Was a little bit of rift yesterday in the front office, figuring out who's going to go 1-1. But this morning I woke up being the head honch of this front office, and I made my decision. Lore, you're going to go second. Lex, because you're wearing a Kansas City Chiefs shirt, you will go third.
Is it a jersey?
It's a jersey. It's a Mahomes jersey.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. Typical.
Jackson?
Definitely not Jackson. It's Patrick.
This is Patrick. All right. So should we get started, guys?
Let's rip it.
Quick question.
Right.
Is this a snake draft? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be snake, right?
I didn't know this was a snake draft.
You texted it was snake. You don't get picks 1 and 4. No. This is a snake draft. You texted snake draft.
Fuck it. Fine.
All right.
Whatever. Snake draft.
Go.
All right.
Lex's
Snake
world.
draft.
Lex's
Bang.
world.
Your world, I guess. This is what you get for getting the last pick. And wearing a Mahomes, Jackson Mahomes jersey.
Bang.
Okay. So the Razos are on the clock then. The Razos are on the clock. Turned in our pick with the first overall pick in the Jason draft. The Razos, the Orlandos, they select Jason Derulo.
I knew you were going to do that.
That was my number
R&B
one
singer out of Florida. I got to tell you, this was a really difficult pick. Like I said yesterday, there was a rift in the front office. I kind of was having a change of heart with Jason Bourne, just because, that guy does it all. But you look at Jason Derulo's resume, it didn't just start at What You Say. I'm pretty sure he won an Apollo competition. When he was younger, he's been writing songs for Lil Wayne, all the big names.
TikTok God.
He's a TikTok god.
And he the Cats movie.
The Cats movie, which got horrible reviews. And last things last, the guy's got an absolute piece. Have you seen that picture that he posted a while ago on Instagram?
Well, did you know that they had to CGI edit it out in Cats? Like it was
His
so
dog.
big in the green. Yeah. They had to CGI remove it.
The cat just had a weapon.
Oh my God, that would have been hilarious.
Cat's out of the bag.
All right. Jason Derulo, 1-1.
Off the board.
That's just a good pick. That's a great pick.
This was as if like Anthony Davis and Zion are in the same class. You just couldn't go wrong with 1-1.
Okay, now that I'm on the clock, I'm going to have to follow a similar suit with an artist. You may know him. Connor Lore will now select Jason Mraz.
Wow.
That's your first pick?
That's a shocker. All right, go into your reasoning. Why is Jay Mraz?
I mean, let's just be, the most famous Jason. The guy's performed in countless shows on the road.
One hit wonder.
Yeah, but I'm yours, baby. 2 words, one
That's
meaning.
all you have to say.
That's all it needs. And he hangs out with Kobe Collet. So.
Who's that?
She seems bubbly.
I have no idea who that is.
You've never heard that song?
I'm sure I have. Maybe it's one of those songs that rings.
My toes, then goes to my nose. No?
I know head, shoulders, knees, and toes, but
yikes.
Not.
No, that's what I call fucking yikes.
Maybe not that one. Oh man! All right, so a shocker. Definitely the pundits, the talking heads are going to be. Jason Mraz better live up to his number 2 overall pick.
All right, pick 3. I can't believe I'm getting this guy at number 3. We're taking Jesus Christ. It's Jason Bourne.
I thought you were literally taking Jesus Christ. Jesus
that had
Christ.
me stumped for a second.
Was he was he a Jason?
Jason Bourne,
Jesus.
Played by Matt Damon. Pretty cool. There are 5 Bourne movies. Honestly, they all blend together. Couldn't really tell you what happens in any of them. But there is the one famous Vine clip where it's just the guy that goes, Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne, which actually isn't even in any of the movies. It's just a put together clip so that they had that for the trailer. So honestly, I like the trailer more than the movies. Pick 3, Jason Bourne.
It actually is in the movies. It's
No,
in the
it's
Born.
no.
It's in the
Mhm.
Born Supremacy.
No, they say it's Jason Bourne. There is no one line in the entire Bourne series that says Jesus Christ. That's Jason Bourne. I
Wow. So they
guarantee.
never once take the Lord's name in vain.
They probably do, but not in that
The family
exact
movie.
sentence. Yeah, it's
Hmm.
definitely not. Pretty sure it's rated R. Okay. Now loving the snake draft. Wow, the world's my oyster. Okay. We are gonna take Jason Williams, white chocolate from the Sacramento Kings. Gotta write that down. If
Yeah, I'm
you,
crossing people off my board as
yeah,
we're going here.
I'll be quick. But if you don't know who Jason Williams is, go on YouTube and type in Jason Williams or white chocolate, and you will see some of the craziest dimes passes you've ever seen, behind the back elbow passes. These are in NBA games, by the way. And just a representative of Sacramento, Sacktown, baby. All right, that's my that's pick number 4.
I'm
Now,
kind of looking at this. I'm getting kind of shafted. I just
Now,
did one pick.
Jason Williams, like, did you think you're reaching a little bit here? Do you think that you could have got him later? Is this one of those
Yes.
scenarios that, hey, I'm just going to go up and draft my guy. My scouts
Panic
like him.
draft.
It's
Or you panicked.
no, he's one of my guys. He might be a reach, but I wanted him, so I took him. And honestly, after I saw Connor draft Jason Raz, I figured we're just picking who we want. There's no thought or strategy. You just pick who you want when they're available. So
Okay.
he was going to be in my top, probably. He was going to be round 2 through 4. I took him at round 2.
You had him. Yeah, that was your grade on him.
Yeah, he was going to be a round 2 through 4 guy.
Okay. Gotcha.
Interesting. Okay, well, now that I'm back on the clock, I'm going to go with a nice, easy, safe pick. Jason Statham,
There we go.
the transporter. I mean,
The-
just muscle, mass, and mean.
What,
He's going to be the front
three
runner.
M's.
The three.
how would you rank him in Fast and Furious? Out of all the characters, what rank is he? He's
Jason
Hobbs.
Statham?
He's Hobbs.
Oh, Hobbs. 4.
You're telling me
Behind-
there's only 3. There's only 3 better characters than Hobbs.
I mean, Toretto, or Paul Walker, Toretto, and
And
The
Luda.
Rock.
Luda. Honestly, I'd have to agree. I like Jason Statham more than The Rock.
He's
Yeah, for sure.
he's way more badass.
If you look at his body of work too, I mean, Italian Job, Handsome Rob,
Good movie.
that's another great one. Yeah, he can do it all. Him and Jason Bourne are, I like, on my top 3.
Jason Bourne and Jason Statham going at it.
Like if we're picking these
Transporter
guys
Jason
for
Statham.
like an athletic event or for like a fight or something, like Jason Bourne and Jason Statham are like your guys.
All right. Is it my turn?
Yeah, we're back to you for round 2.
Do
Or
I have
for-
2 picks?
You have 2 picks.
Oh,
Such
fuck
bullshit.
yeah.
See,
All right.
the snake works well for both of us. Laura's the one that gets fucked.
Laura's just in the middle of a sandwich.
It's my
An
idea, you know.
OGV sandwich,
Just
baby.
a Jason sandwich.
That's gross.
A lot of Jasons in this sandwich.
Okay.
All right. So since I have 2 picks, kind of like you guys just going up, drafting your guys, this was someone that my scouts were on late. Just shot up my draft board, and Bay Area guy with my second pick. The Orlandos are taking combo guard out of Richmond High School, Jason Lyle.
Who
Jason
the
Lyle.
fuck is Jason
No idea who
Lyle?
that is.
You don't know who Jason Lyle is? That's
Nope.
what I'm saying. He was an unknown, and
Yeah,
then
you
he
could have
shot up
picked him in
draft
the,
board.
you could have picked him in the 5th round because
Channing
we didn't know who that
Tatum,
was.
Channing Tatum, and Coach Carter. Have you ever seen?
Oh,
Yes,
oh God.
this ain't the
Okay,
track
yeah.
team, Coach, nor
Okay.
is it the debate team, Mr. Lyle.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
Good pick.
combo guard, can guard all 5 positions. And he's just, yeah, he's a glue guy. He's a glue guy, Jason, that is, he's someone that you really want on your team and in your locker room. My next Jason, with the 3rd pick for the Orlandos select out of West Covina, California, 50 years old, the Giambino,
Damn it, that was my pick.
Jason
Good pick.
Giambi,
The Sultan of SWAT.
the Sultan of everything. The Giambino, everyone loves him. Guy just hits nukes, and he's freaking jacked. So he provides some muscle on my team. Jason Lyles in high school. And Derulo, he's a lover. He's not a fighter. So we need some beef. We need some muscle. Jason Giambi, welcome
That's
to
a
the
good
team.
pick.
Great pick.
That's a good pick. Damn it. Okay. Now I'm debating. Still got some time on the clock. I'm debating between two picks.
Two Jasons.
Two
I know-
Jasons.
I know who you're gonna pick.
Stuck between a Rock and a Jason, you know?
Shut up. I'm gonna say your pick exactly as you say it.
I know. Okay. Yeah, just for that.
No, I'm
Maybe
not
a little
gonna-
reach.
I'm
in
not
the
gonna
third
say who it
round.
is.
Jason Harrow, aka Cardinal Official.
Are you serious?
Way. Shut up.
Wow.
A shocker. A shocker in the
I'm
third
looking this
round.
up. I'm looking this up.
Oh
wow,
my
you
God.
stole one from Orlando right there. If he knew that, that would
Holy
have been his
shit.
second pick. Jason
Cardinal
Harrow.
official, huh?
Holy shit,
How
Jason
was he
Harrow.
not in my Jason ranking?
Dude, how does he not come up when you type in famous Jasons?
Oh, you
Did
are
you
not
see
looking.
that
I'm
list?
deep in the web.
I mean, I
Did you-
checked a bunch of lists, but this says Jason Drew Harrow, better known by his stage name Cardinal Official, is a Canadian rapper. Also didn't know he's Canadian.
Wow.
He's also 45.
That's a two for. I'm international.
That's just showing it. You said you were an
guy.
MJD. That you're showing it off right now.
He's from the 6. He's the original Drake.
Dude, what a pick.
Wow, that's a good pick.
Damn.
Not a reach
A
at all.
bombshell in round 3.
Holy shit. Do you have anything else you want to say about Cardinal Official? Favorite song? I
Need
really
I
only know
say
one
more?
song. What's that one song by Cardinal Official?
Dangerous.
Dangerous. That's right.
Yeah, with
The GOAT, Akon.
yeah, with the goat. Damn,
What's his
I
name?
literally
You Jason?
found 2 different lists of fictional Jasons and real life Jasons. and Cardinal Official was not on any of these lists. Damn, great job. Great job, Laura.
Holy shit. You have a hilarious 3 right now. Jason Mraz, Jason Statham, and Jason Harrow, aka Cardinal Official.
Yeah, just Cardinal Official.
All right. Wow. The board is wide open. We weren't really going for like the top like Jasons, which I love. All right. What do I need in my lineup? All right. I know who I'm taking.
Oh.
Pick number 3. He's from the We Believe Warriors, one of the all-time greats. I'm pretty sure 2003 and 2004 dunk contest champion. Again, if you're looking for more, YouTube highlights, look up Jason Richardson dunk contest because that's my pick, Jason Richardson.
That's a good pick. That's a really good pick.
I feel like
had
I
him
have
on
to.
the board.
That's a safe pick.
I actually have a signed jersey by Jason Richardson.
It's a
in
conservative pick on your
a bag
part.
at home. God, the world's my oyster. I feel like I can't just take all athletes. Okay. I'm not going to take Jason Kidd. It would be cool to have 2 point guards on your team, but I'm going to pass. Okay. I'm going to take, just because I need this on my team, Jason Momoa. I don't know what else he's in besides Aquaman. He is Aquaman.
Oh, he's in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he's Khal Drago.
Dude, I'm sorry, but I've only seen 3 episodes of Game of Thrones. So
Season 1?
Yeah, season 1.
Oh, then you
He's in that.
probably saw Jason Momoa.
Oh, wait, is it Manoa or Momoa?
Oh, Momoa.
I don't know.
Well, he's Jason. Yeah.
Anyway, he's a Jason. I'm not super familiar with this Jason, but I wanted him because he's Aquaman. So we got Aquaman. You got Cardinal Official. I got Aquaman.
He's in that one
Right.
pretty funny commercial too, where I think it was
he
like a
turns
Super
everything
Bowl.
off.
He
Yeah,
turns skinny.
yeah, Super Bowl commercial. I think.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Not really related, but Vinny Chase is probably a better Aquaman than Jason Momoa, but we'll take Jason Momoa.
Yeah, I think I refused to just watch the Aquaman because I'm like, I've already
haven't seen
seen it.
I wish I would just make Aquaman with Vinny Chase so I could see what he did.
That'd be cool.
All right, Laura, round 4.
Round 4.
Jason Draft. I'm doing that.
Damn, I kind of wish this was like a 10-round Jason draft.
Jason Draft is gonna drop another bombshell.
Holy shit.
As my 4th pick, I'm taking Jason Isaacs, or
Okay.
better known as the actor who plays Lucius Malfoy in the Harry Potter
Oh, I
series.
did see that. I did
I
see
had
that.
him. I like that one.
You know,
Yep.
I got a lot of good. I need a little bit of bad. You know.
Everyone
Dude.
needs a villain on their team, an enforcer.
I
but
mean,
Jason
if you've been to
Statham might be
Azkaban, that's a guy you want on your team.
yeah, he's seen the streets. That's for
Well,
sure.
he's super well connected too with like local wizard politicians. So the guy just kind of works his way up there. You want a
good with any
finesser,
crowd.
smooth talker.
Yeah, gotta have a politician. You gotta have a snake, somewhere. And he's got great hair. So
His hair is
Really
actually
does.
kind of gross, but
Lex, do you
Your
look in
hair's
the mirror?
gross.
I mean, sure,
Take your
but
hat
his is just a straight point. No, I'm kind of sweaty.
Jason Draft got you sweating.
No, I worked out before this. Sorry about it.
The same.
All right, Lord or Razzo, finishing round 4 and starting round 5 of the last round. You got 2 picks. Holy cow! I love these picks.
All right. Well, with my pick, I got to go with another Bay Area guy. He goes close to my heart. Right-handed pitcher,
Yep.
Jason Schmidt.
Yep.
Jason
Good.
Schmidt. He won a Cy Young with the Giants. He was part of the Bonds era. So obviously holds close to my heart. Big Jason Schmidt guy, can throw all 4 pitches. Pretty good command. I think he lives in Scottsdale now too.
You should
So
hit him
he
up.
doesn't have to
Yeah, you should
travel
definitely say
far
hi.
to be on my team of Jasons. So I really like Jason Schmidt. Had him on the board. Happy I got him. My next one, and now I just kind of feel bad, but damn, actually now I'm conflicted who I want. Shit.
It's your last Jason. You're
This is
down to
my
your
last Jason. I'm down to my last Jason.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna reach here, but this guy, he's won a few 3-point contests. He is actually from Long Beach, California.
Kid?
Another combo guard, Jason Capono. I don't know if you guys remember Jason Capono. He
No.
won the 3-point. He's basically Steph Curry before Steph Curry. He
Okay.
kept winning 3-point contests after 3-point contests, would lead the league in 3-point percentage. He played for 6 different NBA teams, in addition to Panathinaikos in Greece. So I got Jason Capono. He's an NBA champion. He also won the Greek Cup.
Interesting.
And not to be confused with Apollo Anton Ono, the speed skater from the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Lord?
This is my last and final Jason.
This is your
Yes.
final Jason, so choose your Jason wisely.
Oh man. Just so much pressure,
Like
You
Super
start
Smash Bros. Just like choose your Jason, and it's just 15 or 25 Jasons that you get to choose from.
So many Jasons.
Can you imagine a
Like
Super
everyone's
Smash
like panicking. Jason Smash Bros. Just a bunch of
Holy
Jasons.
fuck! It's Jason Derulo versus
Jason
versus
Derulo.
Jason Lyles.
Channing Tatum just comes out of nowhere.
Channing Tatum in a Richmond High jersey versus Jason Derulo just singing like solo the whole time.
In his underwear with his big piece.
and then just Malfoy comes in just
Oh my!
on a broom.
Would be one of the best in the
Malfoy
game.
would be a good
Lucius.
character.
Yeah.
Cardinal
Okay.
official just freaking screaming into the microphone, Jigglypuff style. All right, let's rip it, Lore.
Okay. For my last pick, damn. I'm trying to think, I got a pretty good, what do I need is the real question,
You need a Jason.
I
That's
have
for
the
sure.
enforcer, have the bad guy. I have some musical talent, of course. I have a couple musical talents.
You need an athlete.
Oh, I do need an athlete.
I can't
Okay,
wait
I
to
gotta
go
get
over some of the undrafted Jasons that just who
the
got
honorable
snubbed.
mentions.
Yeah, who got snubbed.
I think for my last pick, I'm going to take my athlete, Jason Duffner.
Mm,
Oh, okay.
yeah, we are a golf vlog after all. So
Got to pay homage, as the French
Right.
would say.
Didn't want to take Jason Day, maybe the better of the 2 golfers.
or Jason Kokrak.
Sometimes, Alex, it's not always about being the best.
Yeah, I can tell based on your Jason draft.
Either way, I like Jason Day. You guys immediately, if we're doing like a golf competition with our Jasons, you immediately catapult to the top just because you have Duffner now.
Yep. That also would be really funny if you didn't know like what we were drafting for, and then you told us after what the draft was for, and it's like, I don't
The
know.
discus.
What Olympic event is it? Rock
Escape
climbing.
room.
Fuck, I know Jason Derulo can't rock climb for shit.
Escape
Could you,
room. You're
could
fired,
you imagine
Jason.
all of our Jasons in an escape room? Just Jason Derulo just working with Jason Schmidt, Giambi.
They're all singing their songs at the same time. I can't believe
Oh
you
my
didn't pick
God.
Jason. I can't believe you didn't pick Jason Aldean more. I thought you were for sure gonna pick Aldean.
No, that's the safe.
Too
bet.
mainstream.
Yeah.
All right, so I get the last pick. I saved this guy. I knew no one was gonna pick him. My last pick is Jay Sean, the guy that sings "Down," one of the greatest songs of our generation. I knew this was going to cause some controversy, but what's a Jason draft without some controversy? So I don't want to hear it. It's Jay
What do
Sean.
you mean you don't want to hear it?
Jay Sean.
illegal.
There's only one song you need to know. It's "Down," and it's fire. And you should probably play it. If you haven't listened to it in a while. That's it. Jay Sean, last pick.
How did you figure he was a Jason?
Dude,
Jay Sean is not Jason.
Say Jay Sean out loud.
Fast. Jashawn.
Jay Sean.
That's Jason.
That
That's
just sounds like
Jason.
someone has a speech impediment.
Dude, don't discriminate people with speech impediments.
Whoa, Lex.
Lex, are you really going to bring a speech impediment into all right, Jesus Christ. Jay Sean, I guess it's okay to just
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just making everything up now.
Yep.
You got Jason Bourne also. That's kind of controversial because you not want to know what his real name in the movie is. David Webb.
Jesus Christ.
It's not actually Jason Bourne.
Dude,
So
stop.
you have
If
two
there's-
controversial Jasons.
and I have the best. If we were playing basketball, oh my God, we'd be firing.
We might need to call in Mike Pereira to take a look at your Jasons and see
All
if
right, well,
they're
we can talk about our honorable mentions and whatever. If I have to switch, I'll switch, but I'm not going to.
okay. Is that it?
That's it. We got through 5 rounds.
Wow.
Do you want to does everyone want to quickly list their 5 and then we'll move on to some honorable
Okay.
mentions?
Laura, go ahead and go first. Let's do your
So I have
5.
Jason Mraz, Jason Statham, Jason Harrow, aka Cardinal Official Goat, Jason Isaacs, aka Lucius Malfoy, and Jason Duffner.
Great. Razzo?
I have. Oh God, who do I have? Jason Derulo, 1-1. Jason Schmidt, Jason Lyle, Richmond High combo guard. Jason Giambi, former Yankees A's slugger, and Jason Capono.
And my 5 were Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne is my first one. Jason Williams, aka White Chocolate. Jason Richardson, possibly caused the demise of the Suns by having a kid with Steve Nash's wife. Crazy
That's
story.
controversy.
Another one to look up, but a great dunker and a great warrior. Jason Momoa, Aquaman, and then Jay Sean, the one-hit wonder of Down.
Yeah, your team is controversial, all right. That is for sure.
That's true.
Interesting. Well, we got any honorable mentions? I completely disregarded this part. We have 8 minutes and 45 seconds left because I don't have Zoom Premium. And when you have 3 people, I guess it gives you a time limit. So
Oh, that's perfect. We got to wrap it up in that amount of time anyway.
Well,
Yeah.
I think, okay, so some honorable mentions. Jason Kidd, of course. Have to
Yep.
keep him on there. Jason Aldean was mentioned. And can't forget Coach Jason Garrett.
so
He's a
he
horrible coach.
disqualified himself because he wanted people to call him coach.
So, it's
So
Coach
he's
Garrett,
no longer he's no longer Jason.
He would be in the coach draft.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
I also had the lead singer of Lifehouse is Jason
I
Wade.
saw that. Really
Wait,
good.
who is that?
Lifehouse.
I don't know.
No,
He's
I know
Jason.
Lifehouse, but what's his name?
Jason.
It's just
Wade.
Jason. Oh,
Jay Wade.
J-Way. A couple of my honorable mentions. Red Sox legend Jason Varitek. I know we talked about that. Jason Witten, player, then announcer, then back to player. Would have been nice to have on your team. Dallas Cowboy. Who else did I have on here? Jason from Friday the 13th would have been a super pick for your team if it was like a death match or some
Jason
shit.
Voorhees.
That's all I'm going to mention. Those are a couple honorable mentions I was thinking about.
See, that guy's a dick. Jason
Jason-
Voorhees. Isn't that Jason X, the murderer?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I just
with
know
the
him as
mask.
Jason. Yeah, the
Right.
Jason mask.
Yeah, I mean that guy's just an asshole.
He's no fun. Bad team
not-
chemistry for sure.
Don't go
Right.
camping with that guy for sure.
Terrible locker room
Team
guy.
camping trip. He just kills your entire team of Jasons.
Like if
Fuck,
we did the
Jason.
escape room, Jason would
You
just
never
end
get
up
out. You don't get past the first little maze.
kill everyone. Yeah, he would
Oh,
be
no,
good
he
in
didn't
Jason
escape.
Smash Bros. Though.
Oh,
He'd be a
dude,
good
he'd just be
character to pick.
fucking knifing. All right. Any honorable mentions, Orlando?
Yeah, I got Jason Pierre-Paul, JPP.
Oh, God, that didn't come up. Three-finger JPP.
Three-finger JPP. It was between him and Jason Capono. I just
Dude.
I wanted shooters.
You panicked. You should have taken JPP.
That's so
Jason
fun to-
Bay.
That's a good one.
Jason Bay. He had a pretty good run with the Red Sox and the
And
Pirates, I believe. Yeah. One that I'm really surprised on this one. Jason Sudeikis.
I had
Right?
I mean,
He's
and
up there.
Jason Bateman and Jason Seagal. I mean, Seagal from.
I think it's Jason Segel. I think you're thinking of Steven Seagal,
Oh
like the
shit!
martial
you're,
artist.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Jason Segel. What's the movie that he's in with Mila Kunis again?
forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah, and you just got Jason Segel on your team, just fucking puppeteering on the bench. That'd be
Dracula musical.
great.
That's another singer to add. Damn.
Dude, seriously, one hit
Hey,
wonder.
actor. I've had a funny one that would have been is Jason Gold. He was a original robber baron in the Gilded Age of the 1850s.
Mhm. See, I started looking up historical Jasons. I had Jason in the Argonauts. Under I don't know, Lex, you're not really big history. Are you familiar with Jason in the Argonauts?
No,
Yeah,
but
are
I'm
you
looking up
familiar with history,
historical
Alex?
Jasons right now.
So
Shut it,
this
Lord.
guy was shooting up my draft board as I'm reading his Wikipedia. Basically, this guy and his army went on a journey. Hercules was with him.
Oh, are you
And
sure
he
it's
went
not
on a-
Hermes?
What did you just say?
I said, are you sure it's not Hermes?
Oh, with an M. Okay. No, it's Jason and the Argonauts.
Okay.
Anyway, they went on this journey. They went to an island of just all females, and I guess they just reproduced him and his crew. Like they just met up and they partied with these females. That's how his kids were born.
That's like a fun guy, Jason. That's like morale.
Right. No, he was a good Jason, and then he did some betrayal and like died alone. So it wasn't.
Ooh,
Yeah, it was
nice.
a tough break for Jason and the Argonauts. So that's why I took him off my board. Can't have that in my locker room. But that's a historical Jason that I looked up.
Yep. Yeah, that's all the honorable mentions I had.
Yeah, this was
Yeah, just a good draft right there.
this was beautiful.
I
Yeah.
hope people like this. This was like 25 minutes of just all Jason talk. So I mean, I could listen to this all day.
Yeah, this was incredible, honestly. Let's do it again. We got to have some sort of other draft that
Yep.
doesn't even have to be names. It could be like
No,
the extinct
situation.
animal
Ooh,
draft.
yep.
That's a good one.
I was thinking about that today. Actually, I was looking up extinct animals because I was thinking about
Give me your
how
top two right
good.
now.
Well, I saw this gigantic pig, like this huge boar on Twitter, and I was like, man, I wonder what those ribs must taste like. That guy's I would love to smoke that
Dude,
thing.
you're not tasting that guy's ribs. He's eating your ribs, buddy.
Well, not if you have like a
He's
pack of
extinct.
hunters. Yeah, well, you can't hunt me now. And then megalodon.
What did you just say?
Megalodon.
Are you
The shark.
Are you saying megalodon?
Dude, oh my God. Get your mind. I can't believe you went right to that.
Loch Ness Monster up there as well.
Yeah.
Bigfoot.
That's never
When
been.
he- yeah.
was-
Unicorn. Dragons.
Leprechauns,
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
what? This is just holidays.
Yeah, I really miss
Holidays?
those leprechauns. Yeah, what?
All right, we'll have to come up with
Santa.
We'll have to come up with another category that's really creative and funny. But I think Jason's turned out like outstanding.
Yeah, this went better than I thought it was going to go, and I thought it was going to go very well. So,
Lore?
Lore,
Well, appreciate
Great
you guys
job.
having me on. Look forward to another draft. I'll get my big board ready next time.
sweet.
You can be
Awesome,
our official draft guy. Anytime we have any sort of draft, you just hop in the Zoom and
Yeah.
draft with us.
Done.
Lore
I'll get with my
Kuiper.
agent. Yeah.
Lord Kuiper Jr. and his big board just constantly
Adam
wrong.
Connor Schefter. Kuiper.
All right. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Love you guys.
Thanks, guys.